The most stunning car in the Lexus lineup, the LC500, is finally getting a little bit of updates. It's been around now since 2018. This is going to be the 4th production year of the LC500, and it comes at a good time because the LC500 is getting a convertible this year, and we'll talk a little bit more about the LCF at the end of this video, so stick around for that. If you're new here, my name's Kirk. I just talk about Lexus and Toyota. If you're into that sort of thing, subscribe and let's get into this. Over at the Lexus newsroom, 2021 Lexus LC, luxury driving evolved. Well, we get some reduction in unsprung weight, 22 pounds. We'll get into how they did that. There are some suspension updates to provide smoother, softer suspension stroke. The electronic absorbers controls have been adjusted, bound stopper rigidity optimized, rear stabilizer rigidity increased to improve turn-in ability. This was pretty cool. Active cornering assist has been added. We'll get into the transmission updates for the LC500, and even the hybrid got some transmission updates on it. We got some new paint colors, cadmium orange and nori green. Those colors debuted on the Lexus UX back in late 2019. They're all right colors. Nori green has been on the LC already. It was, I believe, the inspiration series for the LC500 last year, where you got the green and the tan interior. We got some new 20-inch forged alloy wheels with the dark graphite finish. I couldn't find pictures of these. However, the dark graphite finish is probably the exact same finish that we see on the F-Sport wheels throughout the Lexus lineup. Interior updates: flare red leather interior replaces Rioja red. So my guess is that it's going to be a brighter red compared to the Rioja red. And bespoke white is no longer available. Bespoke white was a beautiful, beautiful interior. I don't think I saw one in person, but from the pictures that I saw, it was beautiful. And this is a big bombshell. Android Auto finally on one of the flagships for Lexus. The 22 pounds of unsprung weight that was reduced, they used aluminum lower suspension arms, lighter suspension stabilizers with a hollow design and a revised diameter. New high-strength coil spring material and lighter 21-inch rear wheels. So that must only be on the performance package where you get those larger 21-inch optional wheels. My guess is with if you get like the optional 20-inch wheels or the standard 20-inch wheels, that it's not going to be 22 pounds of unsprung weight that was reduced. It's probably more, it's probably closer to 20 is going to be my guess. So for the suspension, the electronic absorber controls on the front suspension were adjusted to increase the length of the stroke. This was followed by optimization in the upper bound stopper rigidity to help create a smoother overall suspension stroke. Rigidity was increased in the rear stabilizers to enhance front turn ability to provide a more linear steering input. So about the active cornering assist that was added for 2021, the system helps control cornering by providing brake control to the inner wheels in accordance with lateral acceleration when G-force demands are greater during spirited driving. Okay, how does the transmission change for the V8 model? Logic changes to the 10-speed automatic direct shift transmission on the V8 powered LC500 help provide enhancement for daily driving in what engineers refer to as the active zone, or the area where most drivers find themselves in at the 50 to 70% throttle response range. The direct shift transmission allows the engine RPM to expand in this range to accentuate the feeling of acceleration before shifting into the next gear. I wouldn't be able to tell you how this changes. I mean, it sounds like it's more geared towards the driver, but without driving like a 2020 and a 2021 back-to-back, I would have no idea. They also updated the downshifting model on the 500H, as it now will downshift into second gear instead of third gear to allow for smoother operation, more robust acceleration out of hairpin turns. So I mean, they're still improving it, but very, very small incremental improvements, which Toyota and Lexus are known for making those small little incremental gains. It's the Kaizen mentality of continual improvement. And last but not least, so 2021, all LCs are now equipped with Android Auto compatibility, yada, yada, yada. So finally, this is the first flagship in the Lexus lineup to get Android Auto. The LX still doesn't have even Apple CarPlay. It has a very outdated infotainment system on there, navigation system on there. So that LX 600 can't come soon enough. But let's talk a little bit about the LC500 convertible. That is slated to come out, I believe, in August sometime. And these updates were needed, I feel like, especially the Android Auto. To me, that's the biggest change other than maybe the paint colors. The other things people are probably never gonna notice. I mean, 22 pounds of weight. I mean, those are very small, tiny performance things. It's not like the vehicle is going to perform like, 5 seconds faster at the Nürburgring. No, these are just super small upgrades. But the ones that people will notice on a daily basis, of course, is Android Auto if they have an Android phone. And you know, those new colors, the Nori green and the cadmium orange. But yeah, the LC500 convertible, not only was it probably gonna sell in pretty low volumes, but however, you know, it could very much outsell the coupe at this point because that car is still selling in almost insignificant amounts as well. But remember guys, the LC500 is not a moneymaker for the brand. It is a halo product where it brings attention and potential buyers to the brand. They're drawn in by this super beautiful car. And the LCF, we still really haven't heard much lately. That is the full performance blown version of this car where they're supposed to take out the rear seats. You know, twin turbo V8, over 600 horsepower, 660 is what I've heard. And then, you know, tons of carbon fiber, including a big wing on the back, and of course, you know, ground effects and that sort of thing. This is all we got for the LC, but at least it's something. Lexus is doing something for it, for the 4th production year for the model. And gosh, I mean, the LC is just one of the most beautiful cars I've ever seen. So make sure to like the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.